This is Console TX, and the January 31st, 2019 Heat Signature Daily Challenge sees me playing as Vanilla Tress, who wants to bring in 3 off-world security officers while harming as few other people as possible. Vanilla Tress is shaky, tough, vindictive, and ex-Foundry, and has a self-charging glitch trap and a concussion hammer. Another interesting thing to note is that, so this is a no harm daily, which are traditionally very difficult, especially for me, but also for other people. But there's a Foundry Brick, and that really breaks the universe wide open. You can bypass any obstacle with a Foundry Brick, as long as you're a bit careful. And no harm dailies are traditionally really friggin' annoying to deal with. So this is going to be an interesting one. So let's first look. I want to capture Essica Mid-Thunter over there. I would like to steal from this crate, but it's in a rather inconvenient spot. Let me think for a moment. So I want to capture Essica Mid-Thunter. I would like to... So to get there, I need the level 1 keycard. Or I need to... I could subvert both of these doors with one subverter use. The other thing I'm thinking about is blasting a hole in the ship right here, or here, depending on how accurate I am with the pod, with the brick. And then I could subvert this telepad before then in order to prevent the alarm from being sounded. Say I blast a hole here. I would like to loot this crate without harming anybody, but that doesn't seem like it'd be possible. Unless I went up, lured everybody over. I don't actually have anything that makes noise though. But if I knocked out Essica Mid-Thunter, then I could throw a gun up in order to make noise. Do I want to set off the light reinforcements though? I think I do. So this is my plan. Oh, why did the ship change direction? So I want to hit a hole in the ship right here or right here. Ideally right here, but right here would be okay too. And hopefully I can do this before any patrols put themselves in a spot where they will be in danger from me doing that. I need to be a little bit further away, and then I go in. A little to the left. Ooh, that's really bad. Alright, a lot of people are about to get sucked out into space. So I need to press everything but D. Okay. Well, okay, my target didn't get sucked out into space. I hit the window, though. Alright, well, first I'm going to loot this crate. Might as well. Ooh, that's a good pickup. Have I gotten a penalty? Yeah, I killed somebody. Okay. Why didn't... Oh, hey, here are the guys that I was worried about space getting. Get back inside. Get over there. Give me this back. You also get over there. And then I need this one more time. Get into my pod. And then I'm going to run towards, turn to the pod, which knocks the guy out. and then I will take these items. Okay, so I killed a crew member by blasting a hole in the ship, which is too bad, but, you know, that's the price you pay for messing up with the Foundry Brick. Not a horrible penalty, and this looks like it's going to be a very tricky daily, so hopefully everybody else gets a penalty. But yeah, I think I just gave up a perfect score there. I just needed to aim a little bit more to the left. This one will be easy though, because I have this slipstream. Whoa, that was so far from what I meant to do. Alright, well, I need to pick this guy up. I knocked him out. Whoops. I meant to loot that guy's keycard. That keycard just flew off into space. Oh, so did the guy. Wait a minute. Where'd the guy go? Okay, well, hopefully he doesn't suffocate in space, thereby giving me a larger penalty than I already have for knocking him out. And I'm also going to have to use this subverter to get clearance. I'm just going to use the subverter twice because I want this crate. Things have been going pretty poorly for me. Oh, that was so not worth it. Okay. Ignore this jammer. Oh, right. I need clearance. And I can't use... I can't use the subverter to get through. While I'm inside the hacking field. Ugh, I need to get a little closer. Oh my goodness. Alright. Things have just been going very poorly. My time doesn't really matter anyways because I've gotten a score penalty, so I could just take this slow. I'm just a little disappointed with how things have gone. It all went wrong when I messed up my brick. Go deactivate this. These guys are gonna come up here. Okay, so it seems that that guy with the level 1 keycard is still technically not dead. So I should have only a -5 penalty here. Yeah, okay, good. It's weird that that guy flew off into space with his keycard. But, okay. Heat sensors, that's annoying. Oh gosh, I have a lot of crash traps. Okay, I'll accept this mission, and then I will go dock, and you know what? I already like failed to get a no penalty score, so I'm just gonna cut right to the chase here. Can't tell if I'm far enough away from it because of the heat sensor. Excuse me. That's not accurate. I'm not even sure what happened there. Did I just go through the ship? It blasted me and then I just didn't hit it? Oh, yeah, I should have obviously not been accelerating at the end there. Alright, Let's try that again. I'm just going to keep doing this because... See, somebody explain this to me. You know, the lines right here. Did that mean that I started too far away from the ship? Because the way I usually judge it is you wait for I'll just show you. The way I usually judge it, right, is when you're close to the ship, you see the actual like color of the ship, right? So like teal and white. And you get a bit further away, and then it gets kind of grayed out, right? And then you get even further away, and now you see little gray boxes. And then you get a little further away, and the gray boxes stop changing. And that's how you know that you're far enough away for your acceleration to actually damage the ship. Also, I didn't look at the alarm response and see that it's target fleas, so that might actually be a disaster. Ooh, that's a lot of wasted time. Yep. Alright, well, that's what I get for deciding I wanted to blast that open with the Foundry Brick. I could have just slipstreamed through and probably been able to capture the target. I had a million crash traps, so I'd have been able to crash them, bop them with my hammer, and then leave. But yeah, I'm annoyed that I messed up the initial Foundry Brick launch on the very first ship, and then it was weird that I used the telepad instead of stealing the keycard. I just assumed that stealing the keycard would be the thing on the top of the pause menu options, but using the telepad was instead. So I teleported the guy out into space, thereby harming him, so that's another penalty. And then on the last mission, I blasted a hole in the ship, not paying attention to the fact that it was target fleas, and then I didn't dock in time to go stop the target from fleeing. I could have subverted the telepad. I could have just slipstreamed up to him, crash trapped him, and then bopped him. I had a subverter. I could have just subverted him and bopped him. Uh, that was a really unnecessary risk, but I was like, you know what? I just wanna hit the ship with the Foundry Brick because I already had a penalty. Um, so yeah, I mean that went horribly wrong right from the beginning. Uh, I like to think I would have been safer, or I would have been more cautious if I hadn't gotten a penalty right away on the first mission by killing a guy. Um, but yeah, so that's whatever. Uh, Today's daily was, it had a lot of potential that I kind of threw away. It was one of the few dailies where the Foundry Brick was actually the right tool for the job, but I messed it up because I was too far to the left, and I blasted at the window room rather than the room next to it, thereby killing a guy. I should have been trying to cut it more safely because I wanted the room right next to the window room, but I would have been okay with the room next to that. And so what I should have done was trended towards the room next to the window room because that was less likely to kill. Trended towards. So let's say the window room is here, right? The room I want is here, and then the room I'm okay with is here. I should have trended towards this room that I'm okay with because hitting the window room is bad, and hitting the room like to the right of the one that I'm okay with or the room that I want is good. So there was just a wider range if I had been aiming a little bit less high. Um, and so that was a mistake, I think. But I mean, really, it's just execution error stuff. Also, it was really weird. Like, I guess I was too far from the off-world ship on the very first ramming run, and then I messed up the docking job from outside the heat sensor because I just didn't aim it correctly, and so I didn't hit it on the first try, and then the guy escaped before I could get a second try. So that's too bad. But overall, I'm not actually that disappointed because I mean things just kind of went wrong in ways that sort of, I don't know, they just don't matter really. Yeah, it's too bad, but whatever. There's always tomorrow's daily. The only thing I regret is squandering the potential of the Foundry Brick. But yeah, so that's today's daily, and this is Console TX signing off.